Ever wonder if you're actually doing better than your neighbors? We all wonder that, right? That friend who just bought a Tesla Plaid and a Sea Ray 330, it's a nice yacht. Are they really richer than you, or just better at playing the system? Today, I'm breaking down the secret wealth categories banks use to rank you. And trust me, it's not what you think. That couple down the street with the fancy vacations, they might be in a lower tier than you. That quiet colleague who drives a 10-year-old Honda, they could be sitting on millions. In the next few minutes, you'll discover where you really stand in America's wealth rankings. Warning, it might surprise you. And why your best friend gets better bank perks than you do, even though you have more saved. And the shocking truth about how much money the truly wealthy have. Hint, most millionaires do not make the top tier. Welcome back to the Dean's List. I'm Dean Lolkin, investing veteran and private credit CEO, here to help you grow your wealth. Think you know who's rich in your social circle? Think again. Behind every bank's friendly smile is a secret ranking system that determines how they really treat you. Here's what they don't want you to know. The mass affluent market starts at about $100,000, and yes, 35% of your neighbors qualify. But here's the shocker. They only control about a quarter of America's wealth. So you still feel good about your $500,000 portfolio? Now we get into the next tier, which is high net worth. And that starts at about $1 million in investable assets and goes up to about $5 million. You know your friend bragging about their $1 million account, their 401k or the IRA? They just barely made entry level. And then we venture into the very high net worth, that UHNW, $5 to $30 million. This is where the real private banking begins. And ultra high net worth starts with a U, that UHNW. That's 30 million plus. Less than 0.1% of Americans make this cut. To the people getting invited to private equity deals you've never even heard of, and all sorts of other perks. Ever wondered why banks treat different clients so differently? Let me give you a peek behind the curtain at how banking actually works at each level. The mass affluent market, that $100,000 to $1 million in investable assets level, what do they tell you? You're a preferred client, you've reached that status. But the reality is that standard products are going to be sold to you with slightly better rates. So what are you missing? Well, you're missing access to most institutional products. Now at the high net worth level, which is the 1 to 5 million investable asset level, the banks call you private banking client, right? Welcome. Now the reality is it's just a little bit better service, but still very standardized products. And you're missing the true customization and the top deals. Now with very high net worth, 5 to 30 million, they'll call you elite private client, right? And you're gonna get the services that are customary for the elite private client tier. And the reality of that tier is you get custom lending solutions that start appearing that might help you borrow money against your portfolio, right? Or your other assets. And you're still missing the real ultra exclusive opportunities. Now, what do the ultra high net worth folks with 30 million plus really get? Now, they do not get told anything by the banks. They don't call them anything because they are receiving true bespoke services and direct access to the bank's top deals. And so what are we missing there? Well, everything. These are the folks that get everything you don't get. It's a different world entirely. Now let's pull the curtain back on what actually happens at the highest levels of wealth. Here's what the top 1% get access to that most people don't even know exists. First of all, investment access. Pre-IPO shares in companies like SpaceX before they go public. Private equity co-investment opportunities with minimum buys of only $100,000 instead of the usual $5 million. And first access to municipal bond offerings at preferred rates. They also get ability to invest directly in real estate development projects from the ground up. The banking privileges are insane. Customized lending terms. We're talking rates up to 2% below market. Credit lines secured by your investment portfolio at just 50% loan to value. And multi-currency accounts and foreign exchange at institutional rates. Don't forget cross-border banking services without any of the fees. And they'll help you with estate planning and tax planning. Advanced trust structures reserved for the 50 million plus crowd, complex tax optimization strategies across multiple jurisdictions, and family office services at a fraction of the usual cost. You'll also get direct access to top legal and tax professionals. Here's what really matters though. At these levels, it's not just about the services, it's about being first in line. When a great opportunity comes, guess who hears about it? Not the mass affluent investor with a regular broker. The real money is made by being in the room when decisions happen. Understanding these tiers isn't just about knowing where you stand. It's about knowing what you're missing. Drop a comment telling me which tier surprised you the most. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money. See you next time on the Dean's List.